I know what you're thinking. Well, at first I know what you were thinking, now I know that you're thinking, what is he thinking that I'm thinking? But before you were thinking, what is he thinking that I'm thinking, you were thinking... What?
Cameron's Q&A time!
Hello and welcome to the next Q&A. It's Q&A 7. Let's just kickstart this baby off. This one's by Sparkle_Eve, and the question is, hey Cam, how do you prepare before starting your recording? Also, I really like the strawberry thing you got going on there. It's kind of cool, I want that. I get my camera set up, I put my mic down, I go to sing, and then I just feel it. I just feel him, and it puts me right into the singing mood, the singing swing. And you know, I'm really close with this mic. Now I think about it, I spend pretty much all my time nearly kissing him, and that's why I love this microphone. Wait, that's not the question you asked. Who's calling me? Feck, I forgot. I need to go check something for my sister. Give me a sec. Hello? I forgot.
Yeah, I know you did. Can you just get your butt downstairs and look at me?
Can we relax, please? Will you answer this question in your video? Yeah. Really? Again? The itchy girl asks, growing up as a kid, what would be your genre of music that evolved you into who you are today? You rock, dude. Yeah. What am I doing in my life? My main genre was rock, and that's because my parents used to leave when I was like born up to the age of about, they always did actually. They used to leave on Kerrang until as long as I can remember. So that's the music that started me off, and now, look at me. I love everything. Not true, people hate the people that say that. I don't like everything, just like music, which is very broad. Like my muscles. Caro.Simba asks, or as far as we're concerned, Tobey Maguire.
Pizza time.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? I think I've brought this up on another Q&A, but there was this one time when I was 6 years old and I was sitting in class in primary school and I really needed to pee, and the only thing that could keep my mind off of the fact that I needed to urinate really badly was if I thought of Mario and Spider-Man, so I kept my mind on that for half an hour, but then I thought, I can't do this anymore, put my hand up. Miss, can I please go to the toilet? And she said, you should have went at break time. The thing that makes this whole story even worse is that I went to the loo at break time. I just needed to go again. My bladder was going insane this day. I needed to wee on this day. So I wait another painful 20 minutes. The class is nearly over, but I just can't take it. I ask one more time, and she says again, Cameron, I've already said this once, you're not going to the loo, okay? You're gonna have to sit it out just like the rest of us. So I'm sitting there, I'm panicking because my bladder is literally, think of a water balloon, yeah? When you get to the point where it's just about right, you just kept going. And then you got to a point where it looked like it was gonna explode. You just kept going. And then it did explode. You just kept going. That's exactly what happened. You know what the punchline of the story is. I wet myself. And I wet myself good. When I say good, I mean there was a puddle. There was a puddle in my seat, so I had to put my hand up and say, Miss, I've wet myself, and that was the most embarrassing thing ever, because people were starting to look anyway, and there obviously probably was a smell. Why am I explaining this and describing this to you? Oh God. So I put my hand up and I said, Miss, I wet myself, and then what did she say back to me? What did she say? Tell me what she said. I know you know what she said. What did she say? You don't know what she said. She said, oh, why didn't you just ask me then? Oh, but I did! I asked, okay. Alright, I asked you, miss. I asked 3 times. That is the most embarrassing story ever. Not ever, but... This is a short, sweet, but extremely embarrassing story. Me and my band were going on our way to a competition in Matt's dad's taxi, and I just looked outside and thought, the moon's really bright this morning. It wasn't the moon. It was the sun. And my dad and everyone who was in that taxi at the time rips me to this day. Ashley the Catlow asks, what's your favourite food? Curry! Yum yum. Shandy asks, how can I sing high notes? The more effort you're putting, the more strain it's giving, the less easy it becomes, the less fun it becomes, the less good it sounds. So what you want to make sure is that it's nice and open at the back there, and then once you feel like it's easy, like it's effortless, it should be fine. Gauge how you feel as a vocalist and go with whatever feels right. If it feels wrong, stop, and that's the general rule of thumb. I hope that helped. Luna.Stringer asks, will you show us a picture of when you were little? I'll ask my mum. Right, mother? I need you to find me pictures of when I was little.
Oh dear.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Better get on it then.
Now?
Yeah. Oh, go on. We're back, and we bear gifts, don't we, Mother? Would you like to introduce them?
Tiny baby.
Oh God, mate. Is your arm hurting, Mother? Right, you can't really see that, can you, Mother? That was the first image Mother found. I know it's not big.
That was on holiday somewhere, Portugal, I think. Then we have at school.
There's me repping the Chester Bennington hair. Didn't I want that kind of hair, or is that just random?
No, you were stylish then.
So there's me repping Chester Bennington's hair.
Dubai. Anyway, the one next to it, and that's you at school. At school. Well, you're not at school.
Hold on, it's struggling to focus.
Yeah,
There you
cutie. What a cutie.
I'm not that great, Mum. I look very mediocre. But there you go. There's me as a small child. Alright, Mum, okay, you've had your time. You can now go and rest.
Thank heavens for that.
Excuse me, Mum. Is that a way to treat the people?
sorry.
She's gone already. She's not even in the frame anymore. She's left.
I'll take this.
Oh no, she's back. There you go. Alright. There you go. There's some photos of me when I was little. How are you? I am fantastic. I just spat on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But how are you? Alltime_Laura asks, which SpongeBob character do you think best describes you? For this one, I'm going to call my friends and ask them because I honestly have no idea who I'd be. Yaz.
You can see up my nose.
The question for this Q&A. By the way, this is Yaz. You've seen her on numerous occasions. If I was a SpongeBob character, which one would I be?
Well, I don't know any of the characters. I never watched it, but I'm gonna go with the starfish.
What? Why?
Oh, Bruce.
Bruce? His name's Patrick.
I think I'm just being biased because I like starfish. No, I think you're SpongeBob because you're funny and clever at the same time. Like, you're serious but funny at the same time. Like, you're not stupid like Jeff or whatever his
Jeff.
Same one.
I think that was a bit too high of a compliment, really. I'm not sure I can quite accept that.
Just take it.
Michael from South Dakota, USA. Sorry. Asks, what recording/mixing software do you use? I use Ableton, which is seen as more of a DJ software. I like Ableton. There you have it. I have an attachment to Ableton now, it's like my baby, so I'm stuck with it. Excuse my poor Spanish, but I'm going to attempt to read this next question, and I'll put in subtitles the English. ¿Alguna vez vendrás a México? Saludos desde acá. Yo por cierto, ¿te gustó el dibujo que hice para tu Q&A 6? Yo soy VD Hamian. Soy una gran fan. Gracias por tu música. I'm so sorry, that was a poor attempt. I apologize greatly. I tried, okay, I tried. As soon as I can come to Mexico, I definitely will. And yes, I absolutely loved your drawing for Q&A 6. Sex, oh my god. What's going on with this one? I don't know. And yes, I absolutely loved your artwork in Q&A 6. And thank you for being awesome. I.e. you.
Hi Cameron, my name is Zayden and I just wanted to know what you do with all of your fan art that you get. I love you so much and your music. Love you.
If any of you immensely talented people feel like sending in some art, then feel free to do it at Cameron Sanderson UK on my Instagram and then on my Cam Sanderson UK on Snapchat, and I will see if I can put it in anything.
Hi Cam, can you make a freestyle rap about Ice Cream Dave? Yeah, because I dare you, dude.
He's an ice cream dude, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Keep him in your freezer. He's an ice cream dude, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Keep him in your freezer. He's an ice cream dude, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Keep him in your freezer. He's an ice cream dude, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Put him in your freezer.
His name is Ice Cream Dave. He creeps outside of ice cream stores, hunting out for base, chilling down by the shore. He always sees passers by, eating his own race, but he doesn't get offended because he likes the ice cream taste. He's a cannibal, eating his own kind. He's been snatching chicks with selfie sticks since 2009. He's a tourist attraction. Why you go to Croatia? He's so goddamn renowned, you need him in your profile picture. No, I won't stop there. He's the living meme. I've even got a t-shirt with him on, so I've others see. I swear I saw him once on ITV, in the background of a news report, creeping on me. There's a few of him around, but he's the real OG. He lives in Canada, Florida, even Italy. But remember kids, keep your wits and be concerned. As I've told you time and time before, he can turn.
He's an ice cream babe, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Put him in your freezer. He's an ice cream babe, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Put him in your freezer. He's an ice cream babe, put
Ice Cream Dave's single has just been dropped, I felt it was only right to let his merch be released again. So if you want to take an Ice Cream Dave home with you today, you can check out my cards, my description, or the comments to see the link, and go on, give an Ice Cream Dave a lovely home. And if you send me a selfie sharing the Ice Cream Dave love, then I can guarantee it will be on my social media somewhere. He's an Ice Cream Dave. How many different concerts have you been to? Who have you seen? And which one was your favourite? These are all big questions. I'm about to show you a little piece of my life. On one wall, or door, whatever. Let me show you. This is my wall of gigs, and this isn't even up to date. This is probably from about 2 years ago. Let me get out the other ones. I decided to start storing all my tickets so I could put them on a wall or something. Why not start with the door? I'm probably going to start sticking up the rest of my tickets on this wall. That's my idea, but I haven't really got around to it yet. I actually didn't realise how many gigs I've been to over the last 2 years. I thought I'd cut down. The ones that really stood out to me, my first gig, which was Reading when I was about 6 years old, and the headliner Linkin Park. Another one that really stuck out to me was My Chemical Romance at, I think, Wembley Arena. That was incredible. I remember the next day in class, I was drawing them performing live from memory because I loved it that much that I wanted to have something that I could remember it from forever that wasn't filming or photos, because my mum does that and I wanted something from me. So that's definitely one of my favourites. They did definitely, yeah, they changed my life, those 2 gigs. If you could learn one thing and be perfect at it, what would it be? I was going to say I would like to be perfect at songwriting, but the whole developing of the songwriting and the whole process of getting better at songwriting is quite enjoyable. So I guess I'd rather just try and get to perfect and then get near perfect, because no one's ever perfect at stuff, are they? Vot Jacob W asks, if you were president, what would you do first? I would build a wall. Perfect. Putvia.v asks, what's your favourite Disney movie? The first one that comes to mind makes me think that there can only be one. What's his name? Kuzco! Emperor's New Groove, that film. I was watching that again the other day on Snapchat, and some of you agreed with me, and you guys sent me a message saying that film is just great. And I agree. Craigykins asks, random, right, okay, random, but do you have an innie or an outie? Innie. Didn't answer. By the way, Izzy asks, did you learn to teach yourself drums/guitar? If so, how long did it take? I used to have a guitar teacher, but then I stopped getting taught. But with drums, I am self-taught. I used to spend every break going to the music block, and generally I would just jump from instrument to instrument, but the one that grew to be a favourite was drums, because they had a spare drum kit, and I didn't realise for a very long time that I could just go and play it. I started taking liberties, and I used to play it every break time and every lunchtime, just for fun. Here's an awful clip of me playing drums right now, and that was probably when I was about 11, 12. Just keep playing, just keep hammering at it. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Practice can make perfect. All the idea of what society thinks is perfect. Let's not get too deep. I love you _Chris Collin asks, if you could be any age, what would you be? I think a solid 8. You're old enough to comprehend life, but young enough to be completely carefree and ignorant. It's a place of serenity, you know? Crazy Babe _555 asks, when did you discover you had a love for music? Sorry I'm late, I've been extremely sick lately. I hope you're better now. Well, it's been 3 weeks, so I really do hope you're better. When I got well into Linkin Park, that's when I kind of delved into music. When I got emotionally attached, I'd say was probably My Chemical Romance. Khaled asks, what's my favourite fictional character? These two? Would you rather listen to the songs from the 90s or the 2000s? Don't kill me, the 2000s. Where do I see myself in 5 years? In hell. I really hope not. Mohammed736 asks, do you have a girlfriend? No. And when's your next song coming out? I actually just dropped one. What you should be asking is, when's the next EP coming out? John _Perch says, what went through your mind when you were writing Backstory? What was your inspiration? I actually wrote the song on the train. If these train seats could speak, they'd have a lot of stories to tell. And I kind of just started writing about that, hence the you're being watched by a pattern underneath you at the beginning. L_Horan7 says, where's your favourite place to write music? I actually wrote a song about it. It's called Change of Scenery, check it out here. Would you rather freeze or burn to death? That's dark. Freeze, because your brain might stop working before your body's frozen? Maybe? That's a dark question. Rachel asks, what's your sexuality? My sexuality. This is a big deal. Everybody stand back. Take 2 steps. 2 steps. 2. Okay, there's a bed there. Just 1 step forward. My sexuality is definitely a sexuality of the sexy kind. Grab the nearest book to you, turn to page 18 and find line 4. Lady Christina bit her lip as she eyed my dripping brush. Somehow I knew it wouldn't be long before I'd be touching up her gazebo. I'm being serious. Look, that is what it says. I wasn't kidding. Which came first, chicken or egg? Chicken. Are you a good cook? Yeah. No. Have you ever ridden on a motorbike? No. And with that, Q&A 7 comes to a close. It has been a pleasure. We need to do this again sometime soon. I'm sorry I took so long doing it. It just took way longer than anticipated, especially with Ice Cream Dave getting in the way. Damn it, Ice Cream! But anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye!
Ice cream baby, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Keep him in your freezer. He's an ice cream baby, put him in a sweet, sweet scoop. Keep him in your freezer. He's an ice cream baby, put him in a sweet, sweet.
I didn't realise how long it'd take me to find footage for Ice Cream Dave, but he can be a really, really difficult person to work with, so